Welcome to the sacred fire. How does the fire element support you? And what role does it play in your life? Fire, if you've ever watched a campfire, it's bright and it's active and it's warming and it consumes the fuel and transforms it into light and warmth and heat and gases that reach for the sky. It's energetic, it's passionate. The message of fire as a sacred vehicle, which has been used through the ages as a as a part of ritual, and even in the Christian religion, they talk about the tongues of fire, which is like the Holy Spirit that comes into people. So fire has a certain sacred significance. It's a way to see the world through the eyes of spirit. Fire awakens and activates others. It's reaching for the sky. It's like a bridge to the heavens. You're able to connect with spirit more easily. Fire is, if you have a lot of fire, it's like fire is pure energy, and it illuminates the shadows. It brings light to darkness. And you can burn away the old and the outdated with fire. I mean, think about when you have a fire, you throw away old papers and old things that no longer serve you. It clears it away. And in shamanic practices, fire is related to the serpent, which is like shedding the old skin, letting go of the past, letting go of what no longer serves. And it is a way to connect to spirit. So the alchemy of fire is like you can bring your troubles. This is some of the rituals that you can do with fire. You can bring your troubles, write them down, what's problems, what it is you want, and give it to fire in like a sacred prayer, and ask fire to burn away the illusions so that you can see the truth. And it consumes and transforms the old and the outdated into a new life. It's used for ceremony to burn away the dross so that you can experience spiritual gold. It brings light into darkness to find the treasures that are hidden there, and embodies life force of divine. So in a person, the fire personality, which the fire signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius, that person can be like explosive and blunt and honest and passionate and optimistic and seek recognition. Fire activates. Fire, a fiery person is loud and colorful and opinionated. So I want to talk a little bit about, there's modes of creation. There's different ways that different elements, or I should say different signs within the elements, they have particular roles. So in the initiating phase or the starting phase, you have Aries. And Aries, will initiate. That's their theme, is to, let's get started, let's go. Then in the next mode, you have Leo, which is a fixed sign, and it's all about being stable and building a foundation that supports whatever has been initiated. And then you have the last phase, which is the mutative. So it's like, and that's the Sagittarius, which is, the philosopher and the student of life. And so, with this energy, you take and you like review what was created and how did it work, and do we want to change it, and how can it be improved? So these are also some elements that play out in the astrological signs, and they affect your life. So now we'll move into the ascendant. We talked about it a little bit in the introduction, but we'll go into a little more detail. So the ascendant is your soul's first contact with the physical world, and it carries the theme of your soul's journey and your purpose in this life. So the ascendant in fire means you are here to awaken and activate others. You're here to be bold and bright and stir the pot, which can be a bit challenging, but the soul has no ego, and the soul does what needs to be done. The sun represents our outer expression. It's like your ego, your personality, your life force, and it's a major tool for your soul to express through. The sun in fire means you're full of vitality and you are passionate and you speak the truth bluntly. People may or may not appreciate. And you can be quite entertaining and optimistic. The moon represents your emotional nature and what motivates you and how you respond to life situation. Your soul speaks to you through your emotions. So a fiery moon, you can be reactive and dramatic and impulsive and say what other things are what other people are afraid to say. You put your foot in your mouth and then you say, uh-oh. You can get caught up in the drama and lose touch with, your body. Because fire is not grounded. So earth, which tries to ground fire, earth represents the physical and the material foundation through which the sun expresses and creates. So it's like trying to bring all this fire to ground. And when earth is in fire, it has, earth has a big job. Fire by its very nature is ungrounded. It's off and it's flitting all about, and it's usually up in the air where very ungrounded, with high ideals and inspirations and ideas that are not, you don't know how, but fire doesn't know how to make them into something physical and tangible. And that's what earth does. So earth for a fire person has a real challenge, but fire creates through inspiring others and through moving their energy. So the way you activate fire is by movement, because fire by its very nature is active and moving. And so to keep your fire moving, you have to keep your fire alive and to keep life force flowing through you, you have to move your body. So in the next videos, I'm going to go into more detail about the different fire signs. So I invite you to continue watching.